How many words does it take to describe a man beyond words? The answer is quite simple, actually. None. No amount of statements, history, or controversy could describe a man, the indescribable life of a man like Steve Jobs, who changed the future. For the past 5 years, I have studied this man's life, trying to understand what he did for society. Maybe because I wanted to understand what a success story from Simple Roots looks like. Maybe because I see his creative spirit in me. Maybe because I still love and believe in the American dream, and the art of a hard day's work, of something you truly love. Many people have called Steve Jobs a terrible father, which, in fairness, he was. Said he was more about design than actual computing, which there may be some truth to that. Many have even said he is not the real brains behind these products, but the truth of Steve Jobs and his legacy will be written, of what he did for mankind, and as with most history in this world, we can easily forget what made Steve Jobs a genius at his core. Our story starts where most YouTube videos don't here on the platform, at the end, when Steve Jobs was announced to the world to have left us. It was October 5th, 2011. I can still remember this day so clearly, being a child watching the news with my parents, realizing that something horrible happened, but not fully comprehending what we had lost. On October 5th, 2011, we lost an American titan of industry. The next day, Apple stores around the country were closed to honor someone who truly changed the world. When Steve Jobs died, it felt like we lost a rock star. It was like when Freddie Mercury died and people gathered around record shops and mourned. While most may never have even known him, everyone in the modern world was touched by his brilliance. His gadgets and gizmos were more than just technological marvels. They were his vision that came to life that we could hold a piece of. That's power for an individual like Jobs. How does the death of a CEO of industry touch that many people? Well, it's because he chose to think different from the status quo and chose a more personable path with the public. So let's rewind the clocks back 4 years now. It's Steve Jobs at Macworld 2007, announcing the first iPhone, a moment that will be replayed on the news, on early YouTube re-uploads, and in the minds of eager consumers for decades to come. Now, this press conference is extremely significant for a multitude of reasons, but mainly the thing I want you to notice is how he talks to the audience.
Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. Is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device. So, three things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod.
This press conference is like a conversation. It flows like he's talking directly to the consumer, not to investors, or nowadays if a conference like this was being done to be discussing AI or some shit. That means nothing to the consumer, by the way. Apple Intelligence shade, insert here. Ha 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 ha. But he is making jokes. He is having fun because he knows before anyone else, the investors are not buying the products. The industry is not buying the products. We are. He knows that the consumer is the primary target. Appeasing the customer and creating the connection is more important than anything else because the experience is what brings them back. The other thing I want you to take away from this press conference is how he breaks down each function of the iPhone and how he explains it. It feels so effortless to understand from his explanation and the visual demonstration. In actuality, that's one of the hardest and most brilliant things that Jobs made look so simple, because explaining to the customer why this product will make their life better is no easy task. Jobs was a genius, and years later, I wonder if I can match his greatness one day. I mean, I strive to be as passionate as he was in his design work as I am with my content creation goals, and maybe that's an aspirational goal. Maybe that's something that shouldn't even be something I'm thinking about. But the truth is, if we don't think about if we limit ourselves to what's possible, we'll never be able to achieve our own personal greatness. We have to keep pushing. We have to keep going harder. We have to keep doing what we love, because the second we stop, we're not creators anymore. We're followers. And one thing I know about Steve Jobs' life, he never followed, and I won't either. Thank you all for listening. I love you guys. This is a very passionate subject for me. And please subscribe today if you haven't already. And thank you. Have a great rest of your day. And take care, gamers. Bye-bye.